So the third week on the funded account is underway. And yeah, just like I said in the previous videos, I hope that I can continue to follow my plan in this week as well. And I just want to see how that goes. So on Monday, things were quite weird with price, as you can see, clearly pumping and a lot in pre-market. It went more than 3.5%. And after seeing this, I was basically certain that I wasn't going to take any trade, and I didn't. But I marked this potential trade here after a slow um, sweep of these pre-market swing highs. After the higher time frame already took out some 4-hour swing highs inside the fair value gap. Since yeah, my bias was still bearish despite the huge rally, and I marked out this 5 minute fair value gap after the market took out these swing highs, and maybe an entry could have been at the inversion of this one. But seeing as how slow price was to reach these highs and considering this whole move up, I wasn't willing to enter this. And if I would have entered, I might have still gotten stopped out, since I'm not sure that I would have placed my stop loss at exactly at these highs. I might have placed it here, or yeah, or anywhere in between. But yeah, overall the trade idea in and of itself was good, and that's a small win, I guess. And yeah, even though I didn't take it, I'm happy that my analysis was correct and my bias was right, and that price did in fact want to go lower. So Tuesday was a really boring day, so I'll just keep it short. I took this break-even trade right here, with my bias being long for the day after price entered the discount of the higher time frame leg. And after a sweep of these Asian lows, as well as an entry into the OT of the higher time frame leg, I entered from this 5 minute inversion right here, looking to go break even at these highs and start trailing my stop loss once price had reached these low resistance and equal highs. Like I said, I entered off of this 5 minute inversion, and I exited here early at break even, since I wasn't trying to get stuck inside this consolidation. I stayed quite a while, as you can see, but in the end, I decided that the best play would be to exit early, as to not get caught on the wrong side of the potential break. And yeah, even if I had waited more, I still would have gotten stopped out at break even, since after this break higher, I would have moved my stop loss up and I would have gotten stopped out with this big candle right here. So yeah, a really boring day actually, and not much happened. On Wednesday, I took this really nice short trade right here, and my bias was actually bullish at first, since we were respecting the hourly fair value gap once, twice, and now 3 times. And I was looking for a sweep of either these pre-market lows or these relative equal session lows before looking for price to go higher. But I was also open with taking a short towards these draws, and that's exactly what I did. Seeing as off open price went higher, took out these pre-market highs, respecting the 5 minute fair value gap, and I entered off of this 1 minute inversion, which was quite a clean one, looking to go break even at this point, from which price moved aggressively higher and start trailing at these relative equal lows. So as you can see, price got quite close to my stop loss, coming within 4 points, I think it was. Yeah, within 4 points of my stop, which was quite scary to see, but I trusted my plan. I didn't exit early and I stayed in the trade. And yeah, soon after, price started reversing and going downwards just like I wanted. And I put my stop at break even here, then started trailing at these relative equal lows. And I started trailing even more tight. I started being more aggressive with my stop loss after seeing price just start ripping through, with especially with this big candle right here. And in the end, I got out around here with around $300 in profit. So that's a really nice trade. I'm really happy with this one. Really short one as well. I think it was 10 minutes. Yeah, exactly 10 minutes or 11. But yeah, a really nice trade and my first win of the week. So on Thursday, I took my third trade of the week, which ended up being a break even one. I was actually kind of bearish coming into market open, seeing as we were and still are in a nice hourly downtrend. So I was mainly looking for shorts at first, but after seeing that NQ went down off open and took out these pre-market swing lows while ES didn't, and also inverse this 3 minute gap, I decided that a short-term reversal would be a good idea. So I entered off of this 3 minute IFVG, looking to go break even at these 15-minute swing highs and start trailing near or around these London kill zone highs. So yeah, pretty much after I entered, price started going in my direction and it soon hit my break even point, to at which I moved my stop loss to break even. And soon after that, and after wicking just like a quarter of a point inside this 15-minute imbalance, price went down and took me out at break even. So yeah, it was kind of a short trade, but a nice one nevertheless. So on Friday, I took my fourth and last trade of the week, which was this bad loss. And I say that it is bad because this is actually the first trade on the account which I shouldn't have taken. And that is because I took a long while the conditions were clearly bearish, very clear hourly downtrend, just like yesterday. But unlike yesterday, where a reversal did make sense due to price taking out a high time frame swing low, this didn't happen today since I entered only after this 3 minute inversion, which followed the a sweep of these pre-market swing lows, which wasn't clearly now enough for even a short-term reversal. What I should have taken was the 3 minute bearish inversion of this fair value gap right of open, the first 3 minute candle, with my break even point being here at these swing lows and my take profit being at any other point. But yeah, that didn't inspire me with confidence and I didn't take it. I'm not mad about that one. I'm mad about this one that I did end up taking. So yeah, this marks my first actually bad trade on the account. So this marks the end of the third week on my funded account. Ended up taking 4 trades in total, 2 break-evens, 1 win, and 1 bad loss yesterday on Friday. And in the end, I'm up $120 on the week, which is around half of my max risk tolerance. So yeah, I should have ended the week up $300 since, like I said on Friday as well, I shouldn't have taken that trade. But it is what it is. Overall, this week wasn't great, but it wasn't bad by any means. Like I said, I ended up in profit, so of course it wasn't bad. But yeah, my first 2 break-even trades on the week and on the funded account in general. I'm glad that I moved my stop loss to break even since that saved me. So yeah, overall a pretty decent week, but I do hope that the next one is better.